Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So, Euro USD, nothing really going on. We're just hovering the bottom end of this trend line here. Gap has closed, and if you look to the left, there is a massive area of potential support here, which we've come back to test, and we've ended up with a bit of a pin bar. Now we've got another pin bar in the opposite direction. Oscillators starting to grip to the downside. Nothing really concrete there yet. And if we look at the hour, yesterday we were looking to be short with the trend, basically off these levels. So that was the one, and there's the other one. And you can see first move down, get out, there's another opportunity, and then what's happening now, which is nothing much. So we've got a bit of diversions brewing at the moment. Does look like it's going to be a continuation, and we have had a test of this swing low this morning, so and it's been tested twice, so once yesterday and once today, so I'd be a little bit skeptical of that. I just want to get down to 15-minute because what you're seeing on the indexes and what you're seeing on the dollar are conflicting. So you might as well toss a coin at the moment. I mean, that's the reality. So if you just look at where we are, we've broken below the moving averages here on the 50-minute. Now the 50 moving averages are coming close together, and we sort of, if you're watching this on a Bollinger Band, you're coming into a squeeze. So I would be watching this 106, 131, and then I would be watching 106, 247. If we start breaking above that and getting support up there, then I'm looking for a move to the top of this bigger wedge. That's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. The only thing that's going to really change my tune at the moment is a solid drop below yesterday's low, which is there at 105.776. Proper break below that, I'd want to see a break and a pullback and a retest. That would then set up shorts for me. But at the moment, even on the 8th hour, we have crossed over, we blow the moving averages, but I'm still concerned about this wedge. So in other words, I'm sitting quietly until I see some better structure than what we're seeing now. But the trend is down. You should be looking for shorts. So if you are getting back into one of these levels up here, 106, 131, or 106, 247, it's probably worthwhile just switching to 15-minute and looking for a short setup. Moving on to US dollar, Japanese yen, same kind of scenario. We're rejecting this area up here at 135.072. Look at my oscillators. Both of them have crossed over now. They just haven't dropped below the 80 yet. But then we've got buyers coming at the bottom at here. And we've also got to cross over the moving average, which is bullish. So bearish oscillators, bullish here. And this up here, I don't even know what to... It's not quite a range. It's just chaos. So big up, big down, all happening in one bar. This morning even, big down, big up, in amongst the moving averages here. I would honestly be waiting to see what actually transpires here. 134.377. If we drop below this and come back and retest it, then that sort of plays with what I'm seeing on some of the indexes, which would mean index strength, dollar weakness. But then again, if we break this area properly and find supports up here at 135.072, then that's dollar strength, and that would be index weakness. So it's a 50-50 call right now. It's on indexes as well. It's across all markets. So the only people that are making money right now are algorithms. So I'm on the sides on the dollar. Moving on to pound, British pound, Japanese, and I'm definitely on the side here, because everything that we looked at yesterday is basically just being shot out the water. So we had some structure up here that we were looking at, up there. And you can see we've got the bounce yesterday. So there was a fairly decent opportunity there. We then broke above the high there. So just watch the London breakout here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 there. So London breakout to the downside worked out. Buyers came in, and you think, right, okay, we're going to go for this. And then London breakout to the upside also happens, and you would have thought, okay, cool, that's just perfect. and then a proper rejection to come back down to the bottom here, and we haven't really found our feet here. So I am very, very skeptical of this. We'd have to get back above 161.750 on the hour, get back there, and we'd have to build a base. And this is not above it, this is below it. So I'd want to see a move up. And at the moment we've got a crossover, a bearish crossover, and the oscillator is starting to hit the upside. So could very well be a trend reversal here. So you probably see a rejection and then a break lower. But for that, I think I'll have to wait. So again, it's just wait and see. And as for Euro British Pound, it's just it's an absolute shambles, to be honest. So what we were looking for is some form of structure, and I just want to get there. You get down to the hour. So you can see this is the area that we've been bouncing off, and we're basically not really interested in this zone. We're looking for something a little bit higher up. Look at how messy the oscillators are from yesterday, and we do have a crossover right now. So London breakout yesterday, same scenario, broke the upside, broke the downside, didn't really play out. The day before, did break the upside, so it looks like you got the upside target and then it bounced down. So nothing's really happening here, so I'm looking for a decent break one way or another, and at the moment it looks like it's going to be to the downside. And if I look at the 15-minute, look at the chaos from yesterday, that's impossible to trade, totally impossible to trade. And what's happening now is we're above the moving averages. Big, is that diversions? Yep, that's big set of diversions there. You can see low, higher, low, low, lower, low. So this is the level to watch, and this is 088234. Get above it, build a base, then you should be looking for longs, and you'd be looking for longs up until 088526. So this is probably the only pair that's really looking interesting. But with all of that in mind, just bear in mind it's a strong move down, sideways. You can look at it multiple ways. You can look at it as a flat top triangle, or you can look at it as a wedge. If you just bring your level in here, ignore that fake out there, and that would be a channel. So 50-50 call, breaks the upside, flat bottom triangle. A flat bottom triangle is in this area here at 088526. Break this trend line to the downside, then you're looking at a much bigger move down based from here. So you're looking at probably a 1,000-point move down from this level here. Okay, so that's kind of my view at the moment. Watch out for London breakout on this pair. If it does break the downside, it could get interesting. Breaks the upside, then you've basically got this triangle pattern to play for. Anyway, that's kind of my view. It's probably the only pair that I'm going to keep an eye on today. The rest of the market I will leave alone, and we'll get back to it on Monday. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you on Monday morning. Cheers for now.